We're learning new details at 5 about the two city contractors killed on the job yesterday. Ronnie Blagg Jr. and Mike Turner were working on a traffic light at 71st and Elwood when a driver lost control and slammed into them. The two men worked for Traffic and Lighting Systems. News on 6 reporter Dan Bewley talked with the company's vice president about how the men are being remembered. Dan?
Yeah, correct. Ronnie Blagg Jr. and Mike Turner were just doing their job when they were hit and killed by that out-of-control car. And just this afternoon, a memorial here was placed at 71st and Elwood in their memory. You can see there are flowers down front in front of two work vests and two helmets with notes of inspiration from their friends and loved ones. This one says, "I miss you, brother." To Mike Turner over here for Ronnie Blagg, it says, "Go Cowboys," indicative of his favorite team. Now, the vice president of the company they work for say he could not have asked for better employees.
Just horrible, having to call those wives and go down to the hospital and meet with their families. It's horrible.
Larry Butler says the past 2 days have been some of the toughest of his career. He's vice president with Traffic and Lighting Systems. Two of his employees, Ronnie Blagg Jr. and Mike Turner, died yesterday after they were hit by a car that jumped a curb at 71st and Elwood.
You know, my guys didn't have a chance. Didn't have a chance.
Police say 18-year-old Harley Stone admitted taking a handful of pills before losing control of his car and hitting Bragg and Turner.
If there was a truly accident, you might be able to start trying to wrap your arms around something like this happening. But from the sounds of it, this was an accident.
Butler says Mike Turner had worked for the company for 3 years, while Bragg has been there since the early 2000s. Both men, he says, were fantastic employees who loved spending time with their families.
Both family-oriented men, family, children and grandchildren, great workers.
Butler says TLS has suspended operations in the city while his other employees figure out how to deal with this tragedy. He says the company has talked to grief counselors and he's worried about the mental well-being of his employees. He says this tragedy is a sad reminder to all drivers. Be careful in work zones.
Slow down. Get off your cell phones or your mobile devices, whatever that may be. Pay attention. Be extra careful because this is somebody's son, father, brother, uncle.
Now, police say they won't know if they should ask for charges until they get the blood results back from the lab. Reporting live in Tulsa, Dan Bewley, News on 6.